Alright. So what's up, everybody? Your boy John Deerman 22 here. Welcome back to another video here on the channel. So today is September 3rd, 2025, and as always, welcome back to the channel. Been on YouTube for 8 years now. And yeah, as always, welcome back to the channel. Let's get jumping right with it, you guys. So, Black Sheep Modding has just announced 2 days ago that the John Deere 40 series is coming back. So that's exciting. So, yeah, we'll see how that looks when it comes back. So anyway, yeah, but anyway, let's talk about FS25 Season 12. So, FS25 Season 12, obviously, more episodes are coming soon. Not today, not this Wednesday, but the next Wednesday, which will be our first early out. Then I will be going home to get some episodes made. Yeah. Trying to get episodes made is like a pain in the... Trying to get those episodes made is like a pain in the ass. But, oh well. You know, you gotta just deal with it. Anyway. So, obviously, when the episodes start up again, next Wednesday, that is, then those episodes, I'll hopefully be able to finish up wheat harvest in, which in episode 7, before I can even start combining again, I have to get the grain truck and the wagons down to the field and find a spot for them. We'll find a spot to park them, and then I have to get back to doing the then I have to get back to doing combining again as soon as I get the grain cart emptied out. And then after that, then I should be ready to rock and roll again with the combine. Which in this case, I'll have to empty the rest of it out. Well, I don't know. Probably just leave what there is in there. So anyway, yeah. Then after I get done with combining wheat, then I gotta run everything back to the farm, dump the grain truck and the wagons, then park both of them, then, yeah, I probably won't even wash the combine because I have to combine corn later, so then I gotta cultivate the alfalfa field down, so then that's down and ready to go. Then, yeah, then that whole field will be ready to go for when I put, I don't know, maybe beans on there or something like that. And then, while I'm busy doing that, well, then after I get done cultivating the alfalfa field, then basically what's going to happen is that I am going to buy 2 more fields. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy any that, well, probably buy some that are close to the farm. And some of the fields are like relatively big. Even for a 7.6 meter planter, that is just gonna be torture trying to do that. So the way I'm gonna have to do it is I'm gonna have to do something I've never really done before in any of the FS games. Well, besides that, I think FS19 was the first time I ever did this, but attaching two things together to make the width bigger, and that is going to be another planter. Plus, I have to get the right size for the I'll have to get the right size for both planters. And then I'll have to figure out how in the world I'm going to get them home. Because I'm going to have to bring the other planter that is behind the Challenger. I'll have to bring that back down to the shop. I know, kind of stupid, but I have to run the Challenger back down to the shop with the planter that I have. Buy another planter without the row markers. And then, well, I have to take the row markers off the other one. And then, after I get done with that, then I have to figure out which tandem hitch is going to go for it. And then after that, then basically once that's good, then we're basically ready to rock and roll again. Which I probably won't show me going down to the shop with the other planter and the Challenger and showing that whole process of buying stuff to get a bigger planter. And and obviously I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I'm probably gonna have to bring the 7930 down there too. And so then that way I can get the other planter back to the farm without too much hassle. But there is a planter that I could use. I did look, and I found JHHG Modding's John Deere 1775 NT planter. Now, obviously, the planter requires 340 horsepower. Now, I do got a tractor that will pull that planter, but it isn't a John Deere. It's the Massey. Yeah, and that's going to be the concerning thing, because cultivator requires 300, and that planter requires 340, which means, then the Challenger 55 would be out of a job. So I want to keep it so I want to keep things the way they are, and I'm going to have to do some looking around, get some stuff set on, next Wednesday when I go home. I have to get some stuff set, ready to go for that. I don't know if I have the tandem hitches pack. I don't know if I have the tandem pack downloaded. I'll have to look and see if I have it downloaded. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. Then I'll have to figure something out. Then I'll have to maybe, I don't know, run 2 planters and just hook one behind the 7930 and then just put that one on a hired worker, and then the Challenger 55 and the other planter will be planting on another field. And that, I don't know. It's probably where I'm going to draw the line at. And that is 2 ways I could do it. But knowing how the hired workers are, and they're somewhat kind of derpy, I guess, in FS25. They weren't bad in FS22, but now those AI workers, yeah, it's kind of tough. And it's going to be kind of tough, to say the least, on how things are going to go with that. So I honestly don't have a clue. And in this case, I'd have to be babysitting one planter while I'm driving the 55 and pulling the other planter. So, yeah. So that's probably, I don't know, roughly what's probably going to have to happen. If not, then the other thing is that I'm going to have to try and figure something out. So I, to be honest, don't have a clue. If I had a clue on what I wanted to do for getting a bigger planter, then I would have to go with the other John Deere planter that I was looking at. And to be honest, I don't know if I really want to go with a 17.75 58-foot planter when I'm just starting out on the farm. So maybe 2 of those planters would actually have to work for the time being. And I'm just going to have to figure out how I'm going to haul all that equipment from one field to the next. I'll have to figure it out, and of course I will figure something out, you guys. Don't worry. But it's going to take some time, and it's really going to take some getting used to. So, yeah. We'll see what happens. I'm not for sure what is really going to happen if I go with 2 planters or whatnot. I don't know. I really don't know. But I will think of something. You guys. I will think of something. But, you know, if by chance both plans backfire and I'm only stuck with the one planter, then that's just how things are going to have to go. And to be honest, I really don't know if that planter will actually fit across the bridges on the gravel road to get to field 3, I think. So I have no idea. I'll have to look, see what I can figure out. But for the time being, yeah. I'm probably just going to stick with the one planter and see what I can do, see what I can get done. And if it comes down to having to deal with 2 planters and having the 7930 or the 8400 run the other planter, And that's probably what's going to happen too. So, we'll see what happens. But, running 2 planters on the farm probably wouldn't be the stupidest idea I ever had. Because, well, the rolling process won't take as long. And it shouldn't, anyway. But we'll have to just wait and see what happens. I mean, trying to do the rolling on the fields is going to be a really big pain. And you can't really go fast with any of the... And you really can't go fast with the roller that I got. I'll have to look and see how fast the other rollers go. And see what I can do. So, yeah, basically, that's about all I can really come up with for you guys. If I think of something that will work out the best, then I will let you guys know tomorrow. But otherwise, other than that, that's it for today. I will talk to you guys all tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there, everyone. Love you guys. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Later.